Welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. Kind of anxious today, guys. I'm going to be honest. Honestly, all this video is about is my anxiety. And what did my queen, my president, Megan Thee Stallion, say? I'm a bad bitch and I got bad anxiety. We'll get into all of that. But first, obviously, it's another smoke with me. So make sure that you have something to smoke and something to drink. I am smoking this Alien Lab Sativa all-in-one disposable, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't give a fuck. I found this in the bottom of my bag because I ran out of vapes for my videos. I mostly smoke flower like all day long, pretty much only vape if I'm like on the go or making one of these videos just because it's a lot easier that way. So found this in the bottom of my bag and it is completely full. So this is probably going to be my little disposable for the next few episodes. Let's take a hit and then I'm just going to jump right into it because I feel like this is a vent session for me. Y'all can hang out. Y'all can hang along. I love an audience, but I just need to vent. I need to think out loud. Let's just jump the fuck into it, y'all. The election is literally here. It's here. And I think that that's why I'm anxious. Obviously, that in general is just anxiety inducing, but also just wondering what's going to happen afterward. Also, like, how are people going to react and respond? That makes me very nervous. Also, the collective is very anxious and I'm tapped in, bitch. So I am feeling all of that anxiety so bad. Like, my stomach today was in shambles. Also, it's that time of year where now it's getting dark early as fuck. I don't like that shit. Also, here's the motherfucking thing. I don't actually need an excuse to be anxious, and neither do you. Nobody needs an excuse. Anxiety is anxiety. Like, that alone is an excuse. I'm just saying it feels really fucking amplified, and I feel like I'm not the only one, and I feel like I can feel the energy in other people. Like, when I'm out and about as well, I'm like, oh my God, are we all just kind of fucking tense and anxious right now? We are. You hoes don't understand. I wanted today's episode to be a completely different topic, something that's very fun, lighthearted, silly, but I'm not in a fun, lighthearted, silly mood, okay? I'm in a doom and gloom state of mind. I am in a self-preservation state of mind. This felt too inauthentic to come on here and try to talk about like glamour magic or like silly shit when I don't feel glamorous or silly right now. Like, I don't know, guys. Like, I'm sorry. So instead of channeling that as like just sitting here crippling in fear, I'm going to be in very much a self-preservation, self-soothing energy. And I recommend you do the motherfucking same. These are really the times where it's important to say no, to reschedule, to reprioritize what's important to you. What can be put on the back burner for just a little bit? What can you focus on right now that's going to help? And what can you put to the side that you really don't actually need to do right now? Let's take another hit because you know what you can do? Medicate. There's going to be somebody who just absolutely hates cannabis that's going to comment and be like, what's wrong with the fucking world? You're pushing drugs. I'm a pusher, Katie. I'm a pusher. But for the rest of us who are intelligent and very cool, so here's what I've been doing. I've been really focusing on like utilizing my medicinals, but I'm utilizing stuff like my RSO. Specifically, I got it in syringes. Ooh, that stuff just always hits hard. So like I said, I've been on my RSO recently. I'm always on my flower game, not these flowers, but like the flower. I just always prefer that. I feel like if it feels natural, the effects of it feel more natural. They feel more well-rounded. I just fucking love it. So I've been on my flower shit and CBD. You guys, if you don't like the effects of like just being the psychoactive effects of cannabis, just try some CBD. I'm going to be taking CBD a lot to help me sleep and to help me go to sleep. My body actually has a slight adverse reaction to CBD, but it's not a bad one. I'm not mad at it by any means, but it makes me really sleepy. And it's not necessarily supposed to do that, but that's what it does to me. And I've been using it to help me go to bed at night so that I'm not just anxiously up on my phone scrolling, waiting for something bad to happen. Oh, and if you're not taking CBG every day, start. Now I want to talk about those 3 S's, bitch. Slimy, slithery snake. I'm just kidding. Sleep, sunshine, and self-care. Let's take another hit. I want to talk about sleep, sunshine, and self-care. So sleep, number 1, if you don't get it, you will lose your fucking mind. And I say that as somebody who has lost their mind multiple times. And a few of those times, it was due to lack of sleep. Plus, whatever you're experiencing, it's going to make it 1,000 times worse. You don't just need sleep for your brain, but like your body completely heals and like starts resetting and going back to normal. It's like charging your phone. If you don't charge your phone's going to die. Eventually, if you don't sleep, you're going to die or you're going to go so nuts, you might die. Sorry. Prioritize the fuck out of making sure that you are getting enough sleep. Now, sunshine. When I was in rehab, they told us you really only need like minimum 20 minutes of sunshine for it to be effective for your health. And even if it's raining outside, you should still go outside, just like sit on the porch or something for like 20 minutes because the outdoor fresh air, nature, just all like, I don't know, it's good for you. 20 minutes, that's all you got to do. And if I'm wrong, I'm not wrong because the professionals in rehab told me. So fuck you. And self-care, bitch, mostly for me, that means like my nutrition. I'm not saying you need to eat perfectly healthy, but you need to eat. You need to eat because a lot of us, when we get anxious, we just don't. We're like, oh, I'm anxious, so I guess I will starve. Nourish your body, bitch. And also, if you have a craving for something, not necessarily for something sweet, but I'm not saying don't get a sweetie if you're craving a sweetie. I do it all the time. I don't restrict myself, but I'm kind of more referring to if you're like, oh my God, for some reason, I'm fucking craving oranges. I just want orange juice or oranges so bad. Bitch, you better get you some, okay? Your body is craving those vitamins, those minerals, that nutrition, whatever is in an orange. That's what you need. And stay fucking hydrated. You know what? Matter of fact, right now, we're all gonna take a sip. And now let's all take a hit for a good measure. I do just want to kind of close out though by saying if you're anxious like I am, it's okay. We're going to be okay. Whatever happens today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, for the years to come, we're going to be okay. I know we are. We have each other, we have ourselves, and we can always lean on ourselves. And the people watching this, there's so many of us that like watch this channel that are all on the same type of wavelength. So that means there's probably way more of us. You know what I mean? Like we are not the only ones. We really are in this together. There's a lot more love in the world than there is hate, even though the hate seems really scary and really loud, and sometimes it seems louder. It's obnoxious. Haters are always obnoxious and ugly. But we got this, and no matter what, we will be okay because in the end, love always wins. And that's all I'm motherfucking saying, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.